Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. So today's video we're going to take a quick look at simple options position. So this is quite a short video. You probably should watch my other video that just went up yesterday on options, like what options are and how they work. Today we're just going to talk about the four basic positions that an investor could take in the two different types of options. So as I explained yesterday, there's two types of options. There's call options and put options, and you can choose to buy or sell either of those. So the first one we'll look at is call options, okay? So a call option is the right but not the obligation to buy the underlying at the expiration date for a price agreed upon today. And so you can either choose to buy or to sell that option. So if you buy a call option, you have the right to buy an underlying asset, and usually you're going to enter into that contract because you believe that the price is going to rise, and you'll have paid a premium, you'll have paid money for that contract. But obviously the reason you had to pay for that is it's a good position to be in. It gives you the right but not the obligation. So should the price move in your favor, you get to exercise that right. Should the price move against you, you lose your premium, you lose the amount you spend, but you get to walk away from the deal. So that's long a call option, and the buyer of a call option is bullish the price of the underlying. The opposite to that position is short a call option, and so that person has sold a call option and has the exact opposite position to what we just talked about. The buyer and the seller are facing each other. So the seller of a call option just has the obligation to sell the underlying, and does so because they either anticipate a fall in the value of the underlying, or they just don't really believe that the underlying is likely to rise. So they're kind of willing to sell away that ride. Now, obviously, they are bearish. They're definitely bearish compared to the buyer. They have the opposite view of the buyer, but they're not hugely bearish. Okay, they think the price might fall. It might stay the same. Either way, they're happy enough, but their goal is to keep that premium. Now our next option is a put option, and we'll move on in the same direction. We'll talk about the buyer of a put option, or someone who's long a put option. The buyer of a put option has the right to sell the underlying, and they obviously take that position because they're bearish. Now, I just said that the seller of a call is bearish, and now we're saying the buyer of a put is bearish. And they are bearish, but the buyer of a put is more bearish. Firstly, they're willing to pay for this right but not obligation to sell the underlying at some point in the future, and that will be profit if the price of the underlying falls. So the last one, they were hoping just to take in some option premium to get paid and maybe hope that the price doesn't fall, or hope that it maybe even rises a little. With the buyer of the put, we need the price to fall. We need the price to fall by the amount we paid in premium in order to break even, and it needs to fall more than that to make us money. And the more it falls, the more money we'll make. So the buyer of a put option is much more bearish than the seller of a call option is, in that they are much happier as the price falls because they're making more and more money. And then finally, we have short a put, the seller of a put option, and they have the opposite view to the buyer of that put option, where they are hoping that the price either stays the same or rises. And so with each of our options, calls and puts, the buyers and sellers are facing each other. By that I mean that they for every buyer there is a seller, and for every amount of money made by the buyer, that money is being lost by the seller, or vice versa. So that's the two types of option we have, puts and calls, and we're basically able to either buy or sell those two options, and that leaves us with sort of four different payoffs, right? Although there are bullish and bearish payoffs, the way they pay off is quite different. Hopefully you found this video helpful. If so, hit the like button, and if you want to see more content like this, subscribe. If you'd like me to explain more financial topics, just ask me in the comments below, and I'll do my best to bang out a video. Have a great day. Bye.